I don't know how many of you have ever been in a position where you felt like you just wanted to not do anything, pack up your bags, maybe go somewhere, fall off the grid for a while, or just lock yourself inside, bury yourself in a tub of ice cream or something that you like, and ignore the world and pretend that nothing exists at all and it's just you. Just block everyone and everything out. Have you ever been in such a position? Well, I've been there a few times in my life. And the other day I started thinking about why is it that I get there? If I'm doing the things, the self-care routines, if I go for massages and I get facials and I pamper myself and I take breaks and I'm doing all the things that take care of who I am, why is it that I felt so drained and tired and wanted to disconnect and escape? And I really had to push through and try to find out why. And I realized that the facials and the massages, those were things to enjoy and they were tools and they were all good and great. But I realized that when I created a life, an environment in which I did not want to escape, when I made the choices that truly served who I am, and it wasn't about pleasing others, when I weren't making choices that because I was pressured or because somebody was throwing something at me, when I made the decisions and the choices that really served who I am, was when I did not feel like I need to escape from my life. And it meant sometimes getting up on days I did not want to go exercise and going anyhow. Why? Because it made me feel better, and I was working towards certain health goals. I wanted to maintain my health, and so I made the choice to go through the grind and the grunting and panting and puffing. I would push myself through every single exercise and be dedicated and committed to it, and at the end I'd feel so proud about myself, and then I can move on to other things. It meant that when I had a friend who kept bringing negativity and toxicity into my space, that I had to block them off and tell them, look, this is not what I want. This is not what I'm going to do. When people kept only coming into my space where they were just asking and taking from me until it felt like you got nothing else and they didn't care about what was going on in your life, they just take and take, I had to stand up for myself and put an end to it. It meant looking at my finances and people are throwing 1,000,001 things at me. You need to buy this, you need to buy that, you need this, you need that. And it's only a limited time. And they create this whole scarcity concept. And I figure, look, if I need this, I'm going to get it, one, when I can afford it, and two, when I find that it is absolutely necessary to implement it at a moment. And if I can't afford it now, it means then I will go and work for it and then come back and get it. I stopped letting people pressure me because they want to make money, so that I put myself in that. I sat down and I looked at my finances and I looked at my friends and I looked at my health, and I asked myself an important question. Have you created the kind of life that you do not want to escape from? Because the day that you create the life you don't want to escape from is the day you're truly taking care of yourself. Self isn't just this external body. Self is the inner person that you are, the one who have desires and dreams and passions and goals, the one who wants to make certain choices and get to certain places in their life. But you are held back, one, because you're procrastinating, because of self-sabotage, because of fear, because you're listening to what everybody else is telling you to do or don't do. And you keep making choices to please others, to try and look a certain way. It is getting down dirty and saying, look, this is where I am at. This is what I want to achieve, and this is why I have not achieved it. It's taking responsibility for your actions, and then it's mapping a plan. Yeah, I have been putting this off, but this is how I'm going to achieve it. I want to lose weight, yet I don't exercise, or I'm overeating. It is taking responsibility for who you are and then making the kind of decisions that will change those behaviors of the past. And I sat down there and I told myself, Belle, It is time to do something differently. It is impossible that you want to escape from your life, because your life is not horrible by all standards. But I was creating by the choices I was making every day. I've been making some choices that was sapping me of what it seems like my soul. And so I got up one day tired and in tears and looking for a way to escape. You want to talk about taking care of yourself? Look at the debt that you've got and construct a way to bring that debt down, which means not buying certain things. It means discipline. You want to lose some weight. You want to talk about self-care. You got health goals. You thought maybe you're overweight. Maybe you just want to tone up. Maybe you just want to stay healthy. It means one exercise at a time, getting up and doing it whether or not you feel like it. You want to talk about healthcare? It talks about this mindset that you've got where you keep talking yourself out of the things that are necessary and the goals that you've got and the dreams that you've got, and you find every excuses, and yourself, when a good opportunity comes up, you mess it up. Self-sabotage. It's about letting fear cripple you. It's about listening to every other negative voice out there. It is time for you to start making some choices that will revolutionize your life. When you want to talk about self-care, let's talk about constructing a life where the choices you make are in your best interest and leave you feeling so fulfilled and so empowered that it's not a life you want to use a massage, a facial, a day out, or me time to escape from. Those become added bonuses and pleasure moments that you added to your day. So let's start changing our self-care routine, and let's start truly taking care of our inner self, the persons we are, the dreams, the goals that we have, the fire in us. Let's keep that burning, and that will create a life. That's how you begin to create a life for yourself, that it is all about taking care of yourself, not just having moments of self-care. Construct the life that feeds your soul, so you have no reason to want to escape from it. And that is the best type of self-care there is.